Well, konnichiwa, good afternoon to all of our basketball fans watching here. This is B.LEAGUE Basketball, and welcome to the city of Hiroshima as the Dragonflies will host the San NEOPHOENIX. This is going to be a key matchup. Well, the Hiroshima Dragonflies currently flying this season here in the B-League, and at the moment, the San NEOPHOENIX are going to have a big game here tonight. In front of this capacity crowd of 6,000 seats here at the Hiroshima Sun Plaza. It is going to be a contested matchup. Well, the key thing here tonight is to make sure that these home fans here try to give their team a big chance of maintaining their dominance at the top of the division. The B-League now split into 3 conferences this year due to the popularity and amount of teams coming into the system. Well, here are some of the previous matchups, of course. It was definitely a big play for these two teams in their previous games. Well, Hiroshima Dragonflies, for them it was back-to-back victories against the Sendai 89ers, in which they emphatically won with confidence. Not quite the same story, of course, for the San NEOPHOENIX, losing both times on the road here to the Chiba Jets. And that was a problem for them on the road here. You can see the shooting, of course, for the Chiba Jets was a problem, winning both games last week. Well, John Patrick's players for the Jets, only 2 seasons ago, winning the B-League, led by Yuki Togashi, and along with Seba Saiz. But it wasn't the same story here for the Hiroshima Dragonflies. They took on the Sendai 89ers and a dominant victory. Well, there you can see just a big throwdown dunk there by Nick Mayo. Well, it's one thing about the Hiroshima Dragonflies. They move the ball so emphatically. Well, the perimeter play coming from Dwayne Evans, and not to mention Kerry Blackshear Jr. joining this team from Galatasaray. So one thing, it's going to be a very contested matchup here tonight. Well, in the end, Sendai 89 is unable to take care of Dwayne Evans there, the former Dinamo Sassari and MRP Riesen Ludwigsburg player. Well, there was the drive to the basket by Keijiro Mitani, taking no prisoners whatsoever. But tonight, of course, it's going to be a big matchup here. Here you can see the standings. Currently over there, the Hiroshima Dragonflies, top of their division in fine form, really dominating the B-League. That is the Western Division. Now, for the San NEOPHOENIX, they're currently in 5th place with a record of 11 victories and 15 losses in the B-League's Central Division. While you look in the East, of course, some very big teams. The Guma Crane Thunders following up against Alvak Tokyo and the Chiba Jets, the champions of 2021. But tonight, it's all about Hiroshima Dragonflies. Kawasaki Brave Thunders, you can see doing a very good job, followed up by Yokohama. Well, Shimane is going to put a bit of pressure against Hiroshima Dragonflies, but a win here tonight, that will seal the deal for them. Well, some of the key players to look out for San and NEOPHOENIX. You got Kyle O'Quinn, the 6'9", stands roughly at 206 centimeters. And of course, Yante Matson, key player for this team. Well, as you probably saw in the highlights, of course, this is a team that's revived around 30 Ravenna, the Gilas Pilipinas national. Well, now we're going to take a look at the starting lineups here for the Phoenix. Well, 30 Ravenna is going to start here tonight with number 9, Kyle O'Quinn. There you can see as well the likes of Ryusei Sasaki will also be in the lineup. But the key player to look out for, of course, is Daniel Giddens. 7 foot, their center. He will be a force to be reckoned with. Kazuki Hosokawa, number 29. He will be a big factor here tonight. Well, Atsushi Ono, the head coach of this team, a very well-respected coach in Japan basketball, and he knows what it's like to get championship DNA. Well, prior to coming, he led Chiba Jets to their championship in 2021, defeating Utsunomiya Brex in the final against Ryan Rossiter, before Rossiter made the move to Tokyo Alvak. Well, there's the past games, of course. The 2 losses to the Chiba Jets. That was a big hit for San NEOPHOENIX, and they need to make sure that they take care of business here tonight at home, and it's going to be a big ask, to say the least. Well, here's some more of the highlights, of course. The 2 games and some of the stats of play. You can see just a really big performance. Well, tempo will be key, of course. You can see they're trying to push the ball in transition. Here was the play against Yasunori Oaki. Well, for the Hiroshima Dragonflies, they've got some key Japanese players to look out for. Ryo Terashima. And as you can see, as we mentioned, some of the highlights we're going to show you shortly against the Sendai 89ers. A very emphatic victory for them. But, of course, nonetheless, they know they must take care of business. Dwayne Evans, Nick Mayo, but, of course, the big player, Kerry Blackshear Jr. Well, there's a transition play, but the follow-up, the two-handed throwdown. Well, it's that kind of play, of course, from the Hiroshima Dragonflies. It's going to make them one of the best teams here in the B-League. Dwayne Evans leading his team, of course, in scoring. There you can see the three-pointer by Takuto Nakamura. And there's the follow-up on the offensive rebound. Naoto Tsuji, having spent some time playing for the Japanese national team in the qualifiers of the Asia Cup and for the FIBA World Cup qualifiers, Japan will host the 2023 FIBA World Cup. The question will be, who is going to play alongside Rui Hachimura and Yuta Watanabe? Well, three-pointers, you can see that 35% from downtown, 84% from inside the rainbow. I mean, this is a team that likes to light it up from the perimeter. As the Hiroshima Dragonflies will be looking to take care of business on their home court here tonight and to remain top of their division here in the B-League. Well, there is Seifunyu now coming off the bench here, playing some good minutes so far here for the Hiroshima Dragonflies. Kerry Blackshear Jr. last season playing in the Basketball Champions League and in the Turkish Basketball Super League with Galatasaray. Just a massive addition so far here for the Hiroshima Dragonflies. Well, now we're going to get set to introduce the starting five here for Hiroshima. Nick Mayo, of course, looks like he's going to start here with Dwayne Evans. Isaiah Murphy will be their backcourt player. Well, Terashima, as we mentioned, one of those key players that has featured for Japan's Akatsuki's 5, of course, being a very key player in the national team lineup. And now Tsuji, another player, as we mentioned, a very prime-time hustle defender, can play full-court man-to-man defense. Dwayne Evans, interesting enough, in 2018, played for MRP Riesen Ludwigsburg in Germany for then Chiba Jets head coach John Patrick. So note tonight is going to be a big one. Ryo Sadohara, probably going to play the small forward role. And Nick Mayo, the big man, will be the starting force inside here for the Dragonflies. Well, shout out to CJGAN. I'm going to assume that CJ Gan, of course, says, Go 30 Ravenna. Well, magandang araw. Kamusta po? There are 3 officials, referees for tonight's game. We're very proud to say we have some of the finest officials here in B-League basketball. And, of course, in the FIBA Asia Cup as well. They've done an excellent job in all of our competitions and will continue to do so here tonight. Well, for the San and NEOPHOENIX, you can see their starting lineup. It's a very interesting one. Kyle O'Quinn is going to be in the lineup here tonight with Kazuki Hosokawa. And not to mention the likes of the big man Daniel Giddens. And along with 30 Ravenna. Ryoso Sasaki will also be in there for the San Neo-N. Well, it's just going to be a big, big game between these two teams. They've got to play good basketball here tonight. San and NEOPHOENIX, they've got to make sure they give themselves a chance. Sitting in 5th place. Well, players enter the court now. They'll shake hands, pay each other the homage, but when the tip is underway, business will start to pick up. This is B-League basketball. The San and NEOPHOENIX are in town here tonight in Hiroshima. We're in the south of Japan. Don't go anywhere. We are set for tip. Well, the tip is underway, and we're going to get things going now. You can see Daniel Giddens winning that one over Nick Mayo. Well, trying to run off one screen now, looking for options. Throwing this one down low to the big man. Well, here comes the post up now, looking for options. Goes baseline, just bullies his way straight to the basket. Well, that's the kind of play he needs to have here tonight. Strong move by Kyle O'Quinn. 32 years of age now, O'Quinn becoming a veteran player. here for the Santa NEOPHOENIX. 11's thought about taking the shot, now kicks this one out to Mayo, a bit of pick and pop, and the big fella. Well, they like to say Nick Mayo is a force in the post, but again, you've seen him many times this year. The big man does like to pop out to the perimeter. Ravenna now, Filipino international. Goes in the way, the corner, traveling violation. Nothing's going to be called there, but a rejection. Well, Nick Mayo said, not in my house. I think 30 Ravenna maybe took one too many steps there, but Daniel Giddens getting nothing easy under the basket. Well, shout out to Charleston Dobbs, currently playing for the Surrey Scorchers on the road today against the Newcastle Eagles in Great Britain. A former teammate and good friend of Kerry Blackshear Jr. As Nick Mayo goes to the shot, doesn't get it. We got to push in the back, and there's going to be a foul against HIROSHIMA Dragonflies. Well, the foul is going to be called on Ryo Sadohara-san. That's going to be possession back to the Santa NEOPHOENIX. Well, you can see what they're trying to do now, the HIROSHIMA Dragonflies. They're trying to isolate Nick Mayo as much as possible, get him as many good looks, as the big man really has a smooth jump shot. Santa NEOPHOENIX now, just trying to take care of the full court pressure. There's the alley-oop, well, it doesn't connect with it. An easy pass under the basket, and again, their bread and butter is down low with Kyle O'Quinn. Well, O'Quinn now getting 2 back-to-back field goals here for the Santa NEOPHOENIX. Well, Mayo now almost turning it over. Good defense. They got numbers now. 30 bounce pass. Beautiful play. And they're going to lay that one up. A bit of showtime there from San NEOPHOENIX. Well, my apologies. San and NEOPHOENIX. I'm going to make that mistake a few times here tonight. Well, they go for a handoff. The 3 is up. The 3 is beautifully tucked away by Naoto Tsuji. Ichi ni san kudasai. Well, Tsuji-san just knocked that one with no regard. Well, Santa and NEOPHOENIX now looking to push this one. There's the pump fake. Well, the interception, good defense. He's got nobody running with him, so he's got to make a decision here. Goes for the backboard shot. Puts a little bit too much on it. And now they come up with it. Again, nobody running in transition for either of these two teams. Having to slow this one down now. Getting into the backcourt. There's a crossover. Goes in. Beautiful. Finger roll. Straight to the bucket. Oriose Sasaki standing at 180 centimeters, 26 years of age. And we got a foul now as Dwayne Evans will go to the bucket now, or go to the free throw line, excuse me. The foul is on Daniel Gibbons. Well, had some good years playing in Europe, of course, as we mentioned. Well, the current head coach of the Chiba Jets, John Patrick, used to be the head coach in Germany for MRP Riesen Ludwigsburg. And Dwayne Evans was his player back in 2018 when they made the Final Four of the Basketball Champions League, losing in the semifinals to AS Monaco. Well, Dwayne Evans, just a prime-time professional basketball player, spent some time playing in Italy after that for Dinamo Sassari before coming to Japan in 2020. He played 2 very good seasons for the Ryoko Golden Kings, making them a prime-time playoff contender. Well, if you're watching us live on the YouTube stream, I imagine we have a lot of Filipino fans. So, kamusta? Magandang araw. Akosi Josh Bet, who are you supporting? Are you supporting the Santa NEOPHOENIX, or are you supporting the HIROSHIMA Dragonflies? This is B.LEAGUE basketball. As Dwayne Evans makes both free throws. Well, Evans there, you can see just awkwardly holding on to his wrist. So hopefully he's okay there. Well, 30 now, coming off one screen, looking to throw this down low to the big man. Well, O'Quinn's got a mismatch. He's got to go to work, but there's a reach. Good defense. And now the Dragonflies can push this one. They're trying to push in transition, finding Mayo. Goes up with it. Doesn't get his rebound. No foul calls. And maybe Mayo there. Unlucky to cross up. Oh, baby. Well, 30. Bit of razzle-dazzle on the basketball court. If you're watching on the live stream, shout out to Edison Kirit, Kamusta po, and to CJ Gan as well. Magandang gabi. Well, I mean, look at that. That is 30-esque. If you ever watch Gilas Pilipinas at the FIBA World Cup qualifiers, I mean, 30 is a fan favorite. The brother, of course, of Kiefer Ravenna. And basketball runs in their DNA, of course, coming from a basketball family. Well, 30 played his university basketball at Ateneo, where he was coached by the great Tab Baldwin, and became the first Gilas player to make the journey over to Japan back in 2019, which led to many, many players coming here to play in the B-League. Well, now you can see it's a bit of a zone defense here from San NEOPHOENIX, but Dragonflies, there's a pump fake. The three is up. 3, arigato gozaimasu. And that is one way to break the zone down. You move the ball effectively. The three coming from Naoto Tsuji. We're looking for a handoff now. Carlo Quinn. There's a kick out. Well, San NEOPHOENIX try 3-pointer. One more time. Dozo yoroshiku. Well, these two teams exchanging 3-pointers at the moment. The block shot, but they're going to call a foul now. And I think Dwayne Evans will go back to the free throw line. Dwayne Evans, I don't think he appreciated the foul too much. That's a good penetration, but look at the arms at Carlo Quinn. Wow, that's a good block to me. I think Carlo Quinn may be very unlucky there. Well, shout out to John Frederick Sabas saying, let's go 30. Laban Pilipinas. Puso, as they would say. Well, Dwayne Evans will go back to the free throw line here for the Hiroshima Dragonflies. Well, we talked about his previous accolades when he played in Germany, played in Italy, but, you know, Dwayne Evans really has become a primetime player here in the B-League. Well, originally from Bolingbrook, Illinois, played his university basketball at St. Louis, graduating in 2014. Also played for the Giessen 46ers back in 2016 and Ratio Farm. Really is just a primetime pro. You really want him on your team. Well, free throw struggles, a bit of a problem. They may have a retake here because I believe Carlo Quinn may have entered the key just a little bit too early there. So it's going to be another free throw. Well, shout out to Mark Justine Villa Vincencio. If I said your name right, I apologize. ¿Cómo está po, Kuya? Well, 1-point ball game here to the San NEOPHOENIX. Well, there's a dribble handoff now. 30 looking to get something going. The Hiroshima Dragonflies putting their hands in the passing lane. Trying to put San NEOPHOENIX under pressure. There's a penetration down the middle. Goes in beautifully. Finishes that one off the backboard. Well, that's just a nice play there. Well, the basket, of course, was scored in the end by number 24, Ryusuke Sasaki. Well, Evans looking for a handoff. They go for another three. 3 is up, and again, they don't get it. Mayo trying for an offensive rebound. And that's why Nick Mayo's in there. Well, Mayo looking to step back now, trying to go down the middle. Loses dribble, goes up, and again, good defense, but it's not enough. As Nick Mayo, too big, too strong, and just too good. Well, shout out to LeBron James if you are the real LeBron James, but congratulations. Well, looking for a handoff now. Oh, Quinn will try through. He'll step back in and out, doesn't get it. And now they're trying to push this one. Mayo, he's made 1 3, and this guy has come out like a house on fire. Somebody give Jolly B a call, because he is cooking at the moment. Well, Ronald Ryan Ramos, I hope you like that 3-pointer, but 30 is only just going to start getting cooking now. Well, trying to use a pick and roll here with O'Quinn. Ravenna giving this one up. There's a step back to mid-range, puts it up, tucks that one away from 15 feet. That's not a bad shot, of course. These two teams trying to settle for 3-pointers. But Ryose Sasaki-san just pulling up from the free throw line. 17 apiece now. These two teams really getting into this one. Evans now, one more pass. They go for another three. Three is up, no good. Ravenna with a rebound. 30 now, finding O'Quinn. O'Quinn now looking to spin out, use the size, gets his own rebound, goes up with it. And all of a sudden, we're going to have a timeout here. As Hiroshima Dragonflies, they got a problem, and it's Kyle O'Quinn. Well, if you are watching on the live stream, please let us know where are you watching. Currently, we have Ronald Ryan Ramos. I'm assuming he's a big 30 Ravenna fan. He is watching from the United Arab Emirates in Dubai. But also, let us know, where are you watching? Are you watching in Japan? Are you watching in Pilipinas? Or are you watching all over the world? Let us know. We'll give you a shout-out. At the moment, the San and NEOPHOENIX in control of this game at the moment. 2-point lead. Kyle O'Quinn making the use of size and physicality. Kind of looking like Ange Kwame out there. We're going to return to play here. San and NEOPHOENIX leading by 2 points. Shout out to Fabian Chen, excuse me, my apologies, from Indonesia. Edison Pakus from Korea. And Edison Karit from Rizal. And January from Taiwan. And shout out to Wilfredo Gofulco as well from Abu Dhabi. Shout out to all the fans watching here tonight. And there's the penetration now. Trying to get things going there. Coming off one screen. Finding Mayo. Mayo looking for a post-up. There's another kick out again. Trying to use a pick and roll, but good defense. I think we got a 3-second violation. What's going to be called against Kerry Blackshear Jr., who's only just subbed into the game. Well, shout out to Donald Yates as well. Currently on the West Coast in Oregon, United States of America, I imagine. Well, Kerry Blackshear Jr., and again, I got to give a shout out to Charleston Dobbs watching in the United Kingdom on his way to Newcastle to play against the Eagles in the British Basketball League. Well, San and NEOPHOENIX now trying to get things going here. Pick and roll play. Find the big man under the basket. Turns around off the backboard beautifully. Tucks it away. Textbook Shaquille-esque basketball. Well, that is Daniel Giddens. Getting some good looks there. Just trying to play that back down post play. But just over 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Mayo with a penetration now. Mayo kicks out. 3 is up, and I think they're going to say that he stepped out of bounds, so it's another turnover. Well, shout out to Teresa Malanom. Magandang araw. Well, current change into the game here for the Dragonflies. Takuto Nakamura coming into the game. Charleston, good luck today, brother. Get that dub for us. We're looking for a handoff now. San and NEOPHOENIX trying to build the 4-point lead. Trying to break this defense down. Going down low here to Giddens. Giddens heavily guarded. Takes a circus shot. End of the shot clock. Doesn't get it. Blackshear with the rebounds. Well, Kerry Blackshear, as we mentioned, one of the best power forwards last season in Europe when he played for Galatasaray. He's averaging 15 points per game here for the Dragonflies. Well, you got to give Kerry the ball, Matt. Let Blackshear go to work. Here's the post-up. There's a kick out. Wide open. 3. Takes it. Doesn't get it. Good defense. Well, San and NEOPHOENIX looking to push the pressure here. Goes in down the lane. Turns it over. And now it's a 4-on-1. They got numbers. He's got Mayo with him. But goes himself. And again, he lays that one up. Well, transition defense was helpless. Well, that is Seifunyo just finishing that one. Cutting it down to a 2-point ball game. We're looking for the pick and roll, but again, good defense. Well, ladies and gentlemen, look out below. Mayo time. Throws it down. And we got a timeout. Well, Nick Mayo, I mean, that's what I call a casual dunk. He just said that ain't no thing. He just threw it down and made it look easy. Well, we got some more shout-outs, of course. Shout-out to Alvin Sase, watching from Saudi Arabia at Al Khobad. The Sase family. Obviously, San and NEOPHOENIX, but Nick Mayo. Oh, it's too easy. That's every kid's dream. Just an easy little throwdown. Well, I've seen Charleston Dubs do that a few times, and he's on his way to Newcastle to do it again. Thank you very much, Ronald Ryan Ramos. If you remember the time, for all our Filipino fans, if you recognize my voice, I'll give you a clue to who I am. If you remember when Gilas Pilipinas played against Korea in the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. A three-pointer on the buzzer by Belangel. Salamat Belangel. Laban Pilipinas, if you remember. Well, we got a timeout now. These two teams will return to the court momentarily. Well, shout out to the RM channel watching from Kuwait, supporting 30, and Carl Malvin Mandokdok watching from Abu Dhabi. Everybody, of course, here supporting San and NEOPHOENIX due to the influence of 30 Ravenna. Well, we've got an ankle breaker at the moment. Well, San and NEOPHOENIX trying to break this one down. That's the penetration. Takes it, doesn't get it. Good rebound by Kerry Blackshear Jr. Well, these two teams just trying to get a bit of a grip on this game at the moment. There was a foul. Good play there from Seafunyo. The foul has been committed. Well, shout out to Adam Hamad from Hungary representing Hiroshima Dragonflies as 30 Ravenna. 30 time is back into the game. And the shout out to the Baybayom family. Well, Blackshear with a pump fake. Kerry going all the way, and that is too easy. Textbook Kerry Blackshear. And if you watched this man in Turkey last season, was one of the best power forwards in Europe and in the Basketball Champions League. And now he's doing it in the Japanese B.LEAGUE. There's a post-up now, finding 30 Ravenna. 30 now goes in, Eurostep, kicks this one out. They go for another three. Three is up, no good. What's good ball movement here? Down the middle, there's another kick out. San and NEOPHOENIX closing out very well there on defense. Dwayne Evans trying to post up. The foul is going to be committed against Shinozuke Negoro. Well, shout out to Prezi Persona tuning in from Virginia at 5:30 a.m. That's some serious loyalty. I see you, Charleston. I'm expecting a couple of trays in tonight, but most importantly, bring back that dub to Surrey tonight, baby. Well, there's another three. Three is up, and a foul is committed. That's going to be 3 free throws. Well, that's the kind of foul you don't want to give away because now the Hiroshima Dragonflies, Shogo Asayama-san, will get 3 free throws. I'll do my best, Adam Hamad. Well, Adam Hamad currently watching from Hungary. My favorite Hungarian team is Falco Szombathely. Well, Szombathely, I may have said that incorrectly, in the Basketball Champions League, but you gotta love Hungarian basketball, some primetime players. Well, there's the free throw. Good looking out, Charleston. Good looking out, brother. Well, Shogo Asayama making the second free throw. Again, this is exactly what they need. Plans to step in and step up at the moment. Happy New Year. You like that little bit of trash talk? A little bit polite there. Well, Asayama only averages 2.2 points per game. While the free throw percentages roughly just over 70%. I mean, he's not a bad free throw shooter at all, but he's just gone over his average. Now giving Hiroshima Dragonflies a 5-point lead. We're coming off one screen now. Well, that's got to be an offensive foul, surely. Well, they've called a blocking foul against Kerry Blackshear. Well, let's look at the replay here. Watch Blackshear Jr. That's a charge, surely. Well, Kerry Blackshear Jr., let me tell you something about this man. He is one of the toughest power forwards. He is strong as a bull. And he's got the attitude that he doesn't let anybody throw him down. I can tell you, I've never seen Kerry Blackshear flop in my life. Well, they got to get something going now. Deep three. Three is up, way off the mark. And at the end of the first quarter, it is the Hiroshima Dragonflies who currently lead this one. Well, shout out to Gabby Chiyonofuji saying good luck, gambattane to Sanen NEOPHOENIX. Shout out to you, Gabby, living in the UAE capital, Abu Dhabi. But at the end of the first quarter, there you can see 5-point lead here to the team top of their conference, Hiroshima Dragonflies. We'll show you some stats and some highlights here, but it's been a good first quarter at the moment. 30 Ravenna, relatively quiet, but it'll only be a matter of time before he gets cooking. Well, we'll be back in just over a minute for the second quarter. Well, we're going to be back momentarily. We're going to give some more shout-outs. Again, let us know on the live chat where you are watching, who you are supporting. We got a shout-out to Bob Mario TV, but, well, here was the post play by Kyle O'Quinn. Some of the highlights here from the first quarter. Well, good morning, Bob Mario TV, but do you like that move there from Kyle O'Quinn for the San NEOPHOENIX? Well, that was a good defense by Nick Mayo. And Mayo, like the Statue of Liberty, just throws it down with one hand. Well, now we begin the second quarter. Hiroshima Dragonflies will get the first possession here. They lead by 5 points. San NEOPHOENIX going into a 2-1-2 zone here, trying to put them under pressure. Trying to break this one down now. Fires the penetration. Blackshear, top of the key now, tries to force his way in. Well, Blackshear, he can make these. Three is up, doesn't get it. Big rebound. Now 30 here in transition. Well, Bob Mario TV watching from Macau. 30 now, coming off one screen. Gets a switch on defense. San NEOPHOENIX now. 30 crossing over. Tries to bump, tries to fake. Got to go up. It's got to be a double dribble violation. Good defense by Kerry Blackshear. Well, that's just good defense by Blackshear. Hands up, doesn't reach. Just putting his physical presence over 30 Ravenna. Well, he should get a lot of open shots here. There's one from downtown. That's the price San NEOPHOENIX are going to pay here if they want to stay into a 2-1-2 zone. And that's what the Hiroshima Dragonflies just need to do. They got to move the ball. Well, Sasaki now takes a out-of-control one-legged fadeaway. Does he get it? No, he doesn't. Nobody going in for an offensive rebound. And at the moment, San and NEOPHOENIX struggling from the field here. Bonus one down low, and Dwayne Evans again will go back to the free throw line. And I'm just starting to wonder, does this defense, zone defense, work here for San and NEOPHOENIX? Well, there was a dump down pass coming from Seafunya, finding Dwayne Evans. Well, shout out to Melissa Damalcio watching in the Philippines at the moment. The wife of John D. Damalcio. Well, makes the second free throw now. And now it's a double-digit lead here. 10 points to Hiroshima Dragonflies. San and NEOPHOENIX losing their identity on offense. Well, the post defense coming from Kerry Blackshear has caused a lot of problems for them. We're trying to get it to Kyle O'Quinn now. Trying to get something going. Forced into a tough shot. And if he's going to take those shots, that's going to be a tough game here. But again, you can see Blackshear Jr. forcing him into that step-back mid-range. Cutting it down to an 8-point ball game. Is Evans, he'll take it, and again, it's too easy for the Dragonflies. Well, back to a 10-point lead here to the Hiroshima Dragonflies. Trying to get something going here on the offense. Finding Ravenna. Ravenna now, pump fakes. And maybe getting away with too many steps, but another three-pointer miss attempt there by San N. Well, they'll capitalize now. Kerry Blackshear, three, up, doesn't get it, but gets his own rebound. Well, almost spins out there. And it's going to be possession back to the Dragonflies. Well, you got to ask the question here to San N. They got a box of donuts. They finished them all, but nobody shouted box out. As Kerry Blackshear got his own rebounds. And it's going to be a baseline possession. Well, Toshiki Kamisawa coming into the game here. Well, shout out to Yuiki, currently watching from Thailand. Another change here for the San N as well. Atsushiyano trying to utilize his bench as much as possible. Well, remember with Atsushiyano, the head coach, he won the B.LEAGUE championship. Well, Dwayne Evans for three. He'll take it, doesn't get it. He tries to take a deflection now. Ravenna time. Well, another thing that you can see San N don't get enough of, enough transition points here. Trying to post up against Kerry Blackshear. Finds Ravenna now. Ravenna should have made one more pass. Goes behind the back. Steps through. 30 goes in. Can't get it. And now the Hiroshima Dragonflies with Dwayne Evans. Evans goes through. In the lane finds Blackshear. High foul. And Kerry will go to the free throw line. Well, the foul is going to be against Daniel Giddens. Well, that was Ravenna maybe getting away with the travel, but just look how quickly the Dragonflies get out. Wow, Dwayne Evans, a bit of Magic Johnson in transition. I mean, that's a hard foul by Daniel Giddens, but it doesn't look like it even phases Kerry Blackshear. Well, I think they may have upgraded this to an unsportsmanlike foul, so it's going to be, if I'm correct, if the players don't come for the lineup in the second free throw, well, if they have, so it's no upgrade, normal foul. So for those watching who are unaware of an unsportsmanlike foul, it's similar but dissimilar to a flagrant foul in the NBA. So an unsportsmanlike foul is usually a foul that looks dangerous, of course, which will be 2 free throws to the person who's been fouled, and the team will get possession again. But in this case, It's a regular foul. We're looking for a handoff now. Sanan just trying to build some momentum here, trying to find an identity, trying to get some good looks. Finding Ravenna now. Ravenna giving it back. Another deep three. Three is up. Three is no good. Let's just try to find those high percentage looks and trying to create something. Blackshear down the middle. 12-point lead here to the Dragonflies. Blackshear look for a handoff. Takes a long two. Takes it. Doesn't get it. An offensive rebound. Takutu Nakamura. And there's a penetration in the lane. Blackshear goes up. Gets rejected. Good defense. At 30, he's fouled in transition. Unsportsmanlike. So 30 Ravenna, just like I was talking about a few plays ago. 30 Ravenna, because he was fouled recklessly in transition. Well, the foul is going to be called against Toshiki Kamisawa. So Ravenna will go to the free throw line. He's going to get 2 free throws, and they're going to get the ball back. So this could be prime here. Now, the officials, I believe, may go to review this. Well, that's a very good question by Bulbul de Humble. You know, why is Sanan losing at the moment? Well, one thing they're losing is the fact they're unable to deal with the physical presence of Dwayne Evans, Nick Mayo, and Kerry Blackshear Jr. Also, at the same time on offense, Sanan is struggling to get wide open looks. It's very much hero basketball, one-on-one. They're trying to force a lot down low with Daniel Giddens, Kylo Quinn. They've got to move the ball. They've got to play together. They've got to have a little bit of movement off the ball. So if you haven't got the basketball in your hands, you got to do something. Cut to the basket, set a back screen, but they've got to get spacing at the moment. When when 30 Ravenna has the ball in his hands, he's got nowhere to penetrate because the lanes are clogged. There's not enough spacing on the offense for Sanan NEOPHOENIX. If that answers your question, the unsportsmanlike foul will still stand. So it's going to be 2 free throws here for Sanan NEOPHOENIX for 30 Ravenna, and they will get the ball back. Well, change is coming in the game here for the Hiroshima now. 30 Ravenna at the free throw line. Was born in 1996 in the Philippines. Went to Ateneo de Manila, where he played for Tab Baldwin. Well, he is the son of Bong Ravenna, who was a former PBA player, the Philippine Basketball Association, playing for San Miguel Beerman, the Pure Foods. And of course, TNT Tropangigaba, back then they were known as Talking Tex. Well, thank you, RV14. Both free throws made by Ravenna. A bit out of control, but they're able to keep it alive now. Tries to go down the middle, looking for options. Another 3. 3 is up, no good. Sanan NEOPHOENIX. Now that's a better shot. It's wide open, but they got to knock it down as Evans. Well, Evans out of control. There's Ravenna giving a dish shot, but again, you can see here both teams just struggling to take care of the basketball at the moment. Well, Ravenna now. There's a space, goes all the way. Kick out, beautiful pass by 30. 3 is up, 3 is good. Ooh, we are nah. But you gotta say salamat to 30 Ravenna. Akinkai Bigan, my friend. Well, 30 Ravenna making a beautiful penetration. Kick out, the 3 in the corner, but the rejection. Well, Daniel Giddens. Ravenna time. Ravenna goes up. He gets fouled. Well, they were down by 12 points, but I got to tell you, anong oras na ngayon. Right now, it is 30 Ravenna time. He's got to take this game over. He's got to be the facilitator out on the court. He's got to give the confidence to Sanan NEOPHOENIX. You know, in transition, you could see with 30 Ravenna, he gets the ball down the middle of the court, which allows you to have 2 wide runners and makes the transition offense a little bit more effective here for Sanan. Well, we're going to time out now. Again, let us know where you're watching. Shout out to RV14. Where are you watching, my friend? And thank you for the compliment. Well, there was the zone defense, in which when San and NEOPHOENIX play a zone defense, it's too easy, of course, for Hiroshima Dragonflies. That's an uncontested 3 points, way too wide open. Somebody's got to put a hand out, because when you have players such as Takuto Nakamura on the court, he is going to knock those down all night long. Well, I agree with you. Desgna, sorry, I'm starting to reach your name here. Desagna Draws, I believe it is. 30's IQ is improved on. I totally agree with you. You think about when he first came to the B-League in 2019. He was a rookie, of course. Look at the rejection here. Daniel Giddens says, not in my house. Sends that back to Germany for Dwayne Evans. Well, that is what you say. Magandang gabi. Good night. Well, RV14, where are you watching right now? Are you watching in Gilas, Pilipinas? Or are you watching anywhere else? I'm currently in London, United Kingdom. And this game is taking place in the south of Japan. Well, shout out to Tom Wandery. Thank you very much. From New York, Brooklyn. I got to ask you, Brooklyn Nets or New York Knicks? No judgments, of course. New York, the mecca of the NBA basketball. Well, I actually spent some time in Rosedale, Queens back in 2009 when I was a university student in the USA. Love New York, but now 30 Ravenna at the free throw line. The former Antonio. Well, he makes a free throw. Well, 30 Ravenna is, he is crucial. He is key for the future of Gilas Pilipinas. Again, you think about, the future of international basketball. The 2023 FIBA World Cup is going to be hosted in Japan, which is a great basketball country, Indonesia, and of course, the Philippines, as Ravenna goes to the bench. And let me tell you something right now. All three countries have phenomenal fan base. You just look at basketball here in Japan. The fans are great. Let me tell you something. When you go to the Mall of Asia Arena, basketball, it's more than a way of life in the Philippines. Filipino basketball fans, I see you all over the world. I love you all. You are fantastic. Well, there's a penetration now. Goes down the middle. There's another kick out. They got to look from the perimeter. 3 is up. Well, Hiroshima Dragonflies just going a little bit quiet. Dwayne Evans tries to battle for the rebound. Well, shout out to Peter Pacanash watching from Cebu, Pilipinas. And Presi Persona, thank you very much. And Davide Bianchin, grazie mille. La mia mamma di Napoli, sono mezzo italiano. Tom Wandery, diehard Knicks fan. Love that at the moment. Are you San and NEOPHOENIX or are you Hiroshima Dragonflies? Step back, mid-range, takes it, nails it. Uia na, salamat, arigato gozaimasu. Thank you very much, Ryusei Sasaki. Cutting it down to a 3-point ball game. Over 4 minutes to go here. Second quarter. Well, this game now starting to build favor. Another zone defense. The pump fake. Another 3. Dragonflies take it. They nail it. That's what I like to say. Ayasu Minasai against the zone. Big time 3-pointer by Naoto Suji-san. Making it a 6-point ball game. And there's a penetration now. Looking for a bit of gaps. There's a bit of spacing off the pick and roll. Dragonflies playing a man-to-man defense. Being strong. Handoff. Mid-range. Takes it. Tough one. Well, I think he should have got an and-1 there. Because that is just a beautiful play. CJ again, I think you might be right. I think Hicks may be injured. As Mayo goes all the way. Mayo, no foul called. Rebound secured. 4-point ball game. Sanan can cut this down to 1 possession. And the foul has been committed. So it's going to be a sideline ball here to San and NEOPHOENIX. The foul is on Naoto Suji-san. That's a regular foul, of course, just trying to stop the transition. But sometimes you see these fouls given. In the lane now, cutting it down. 2-point ball game. Sana NEOPHOENIX, and who else? 30 Ravenna, the Filipino magician, going to work. Well, RM Channel, you can't have 30 not on the court. Uwi and that time. Well, Nick Mayo now. And there's a pump fake now. Well, RV14, I'm not sure who Jeff is, but Jeff Taylor is the greatest commentator in history. My name is Josh, of course, I'm just playing with you. Yeah, we hope so. I mean, I hope to speak fluent Tagalog pretty soon. Well, baseline ball here. 2-point lead to the Dragonflies. Remember, Dragonflies top of the conference. Sana NEOPHOENIX, 5th in the Central Conference. Pulls up, takes it. In and out, doesn't get it. And now, Ravenna with the ball in his hands. A chance to give Sana in the lead with a 3-pointer. Tie the game up with a 2. Down the middle now. There's the 3. It's up. Sana with the lead. And when they were down by 11 points, led by 30 Ravenna, all of a sudden, big time 3-pointer. 3 was up, and the 3 was good. Shinozuki Nagoro. Don't worry, RV14. You are Kaibigan. There's the penetration. And that is what I like to call Uwi na Magandangabi. That's why you make the penetration say Naglaro Tagalog. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, we've got fans watching in the UAE. We got fans in Saudi Arabia, Philippines. We also have fans in Italy. Where are you watching? Who are you supporting? This is B.LEAGUE Basketball, Sana NEOPHOENIX versus Hiroshima Dragonflies. Hiroshima currently top of their division, the B.LEAGUE. But let us know, where are you watching? Who are you supporting? Well, Brad Pitt show, Uwi na, love it. Kia Diaz, Salamat Kaibigan. Presi Persona, I would say quite a few. I wouldn't say, no, fluently, I'd say a few phrases. Not fluently, of course. I mean, look, my language is basketball. I love basketball. I love the B.LEAGUE. I'm a huge fan of Japanese basketball. I'm also a massive fan of Gilas Pilipinas basketball, too. I mean, everything international I'll watch. These two basketball teams are phenomenal. Last season, I was commentating Kerry Blackshear in Europe when he played the Galatasaray. It's great to see him here in Japan. And this is one of the rising professional leagues here in international basketball. B.LEAGUE's phenomenal. Finding Mayo, good defense. Well, beautifully anticipated there by the Sana NEOPHOENIX. Well, another steal here. Well, what do we have? He's going to go for a layup. Gets rejected! Wow! But Mayo is going to throw that down. But are you serious? Nick Mayo with the follow-up, but we got to go back to the block shot. That is unbelievable. RV14, let's hope so. Let's hope so, baby. Penetration now goes in. Fangroll doesn't get it. Well, Evans now stops in the lane. No travel called. 3 is up. 3's no good. And the rebound secured, and now Ravenna. Well, Ravenna's going to play off the ball now. He's going to get point guard duties. Off to Ryusei Sasaki. 30 now, near 10 on the shot clock. Trying to get the ball back. 30, penetration goes in. A good block shot by Nick Mayo. Well, 1-point lead regained here by the Dragonflies. Just under 120 to go here. Evans with a mid-range post-up. Here comes a double team under the basket. Good ball movement here from the Dragonflies. Pump fakes now. The foul is called. That's a bit of a poor foul to give away there by Daniel Giddens. But again, he was out of position. Well, Bobo the Humble supporting Sana NEOPHOENIX. Well, look at the block shot. Not in my house. Magandangabi. Ayasumi Nasai. Are you serious? But Nick Mayo just says, hold on. I still got the ball in my hands. Well, we got a timeout now as these two teams are going to talk it over. Yo, fans, let us know. Where are you watching right now? I see fans all over. We got fans in Europe, Asia. I mean, let us know, please. We'll give you a shout out. This is B.LEAGUE Basketball. Well, we got some more fans in the United States of America. Tyler Gribbins, currently watching from Kentucky in the USA. Well, Tom Wandery saying, any NBA fans in Dallas, this is B-League basketball, baby. Come on, man. We got to talk about B-League basketball. An RM channel currently watching in Kuwait. And Carl's Otaza Arts, always watching from Kuwait. And shout out to Asawa. And Happy Life channel, Lama Busso, watching from Lapu-Lapu City. As a free throw has been made there from Naoto Tsuji. Well, Naoto Tsuji's just one of those hard-working players, does whatever it takes to win. And Adam Singer watching from Miami. Well, shout out to Adam Singer. Shout out to everybody. Let us know who you're supporting. With just over a minute to go here. And Lyanne from Canada. Well, my mother and father live in Canada. St. Catharines in Ontario, Canada. You gotta love it. Home of Tim Hortons. Best coffee in the world. And Boniface. I'm gonna try and pronounce your last name, but watching from Rwanda. Hello to you, my friend. How are you? Well, both free throws made. 3-point lead here to the Dragonflies. Just over a minute to go. Well, Santa and NEOPHOENIX did so well. Get back in this one. Ravenna under the basket, but they turn it over. Well, 30 did a great job there drawing the defense. But Atsuya Ota's got to try and get that one. Well, Pop Song MST watching from Hong Kong. Leho and Mark Harvey watching from Saudi Arabia. And there's the penetration now. Blackshear Jr. finding Nick Mayo. Dragonflies going with a big lineup with Mayo and Blackshear. Goes to the post-up, doesn't get it. Oyo with the rebounds. And now that pushes one. Well, 13 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Looking for a handoff now. Going down the middle. 6 on the shot clock. Got to get something going. Step back, mid-range. Takes it. Doesn't get it. And now Dragonflies could possibly get one last shot here. 10. They don't want to give away a foul one. Sanan do have a foul to give. Finds Mayo now. Mayo, 3. Takes it. Nails it. Arigatou gozaimasu. Nick Mayo. Muzukashi play. Well, he took the difficult three-pointer. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will show you some stats and highlights, but Nick Mayo-san with the big-time three-pointer. Sugoi, as they would say in Japan. Well, we got some more shout-outs to give, of course. Molina Marito watching from Italy. Buongiorno, come stai? Lyanne from Toronto. Glenn Gutierrez watching from the UAE. And Jed Anahe watching from San Pablo Laguna. And Dude from Mexico. Buenos dias. And Dr. Quack TV. Shout out to you. Well, it's been a good half so far, but again, we've got just under 500 people watching live on YouTube. Let us know where you're watching. Also, make sure you give a follow on Twitter to the B-League and B-League International. Give them a follow as well. It gives you all the B-League action in English. But if you'd like to improve your Japanese, well, shout out to our fan from Russia. And Lil T from the Netherlands, shout out. Well, I have to agree with you, Boniface. I mean, look, defensively, they forced the Hiroshima Dragonflies into a tough 3. It was a pick-and-pop play with Nick Mayo. But the thing is with Nick Mayo, when he shoots the ball, he's got such a high release. He is just impossible sometimes to defend. Well, it is a halftime break. Go get a drink. Go get something to eat. But again, we got some more fans. Marvelous and hello, Saya, watching from South Korea. And hi to Felix Fernando and Angelo Joseph. Shout out to them. You know, in my personal mind, I think the key thing has been 30 Ravenna on the offense here. You know, when Santa and NEOPHOENIX went to his zone defense, I felt that did them a lot of problems because you could see with how effectively The Hiroshima Dragonflies move the ball. They get perimeter shots, but also they got the size down low. Kerry Blackshear, Nick Mayo, even Dwayne Evans, the kind of guard that can take the ball inside. But offensively, in my mind, what 30 Ravenna doesn't get enough credit for, he is a hell of a facilitator. I've said this for many years. He needs to be more of a point guard. He can handle the rock, and he's got great vision. Well, shout out to Mark Garcia, watching from Montalban, Rizal. And shout out to G Pine, watching from Hawaii. Aloha, excuse me. Well, Basel fans, it is halftime. We'll be back in, as you can see there, 16 minutes of the second half. Go get a cup of coffee, cup of tea, whatever you want. Go get a drink, something to eat, but don't go anywhere too long, as we will be back. We'll give some more shout-outs, of course. There you can see PBA Finals on tonight as well. Magadangabi. Well, RV14, we'll find out momentarily. I'll give you the answer to that question. Just give me a message on Twitter. I'll let you know more. But I'll be back in 15 minutes of the second half. B.LEAGUE basketball, Hiroshima Dragonflies versus San NEOPHOENIX. And to all our fans in the Philippines, Laban Pilipinas, Puso. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the second half of this B-League fixture. So here are some of the key highlights. There was the dime from 30 Ravenna for the three-pointer in the corner. And that was just beautifully tucked away in the kind of basketball they need to play at the moment. Well, the key thing now here for San and NEOPHOENIX is to make sure they keep getting high percentage looks because, they don't need heroes. They need to play together. They need to be one unit, and they got to share the basketball effectively. Shinozuke Nagoro, but that was the final three by Nick Mayo. Well, Mayo, of course, with the high release, just at times impossible to defend. And there you can see the reaction from Atsushi Ono. Very disappointed with his team's inability to close out. And here are some of the key stats, of course. Three-point shooting, 33%. 7 three-pointers coming from the Hiroshima Dragonflies. But that's down to the fact San and NEOPHOENIX decided to play a 2-1-2 zone quite a lot. But the rebounds, going in favor of the home team. Well, no offensive rebounds for San and NEOPHOENIX. And, they're only down by 6 points. If you go in for second chances, you give yourself and your team a chance to come out with a victory here. Well, welcome back, everybody. Let us know you're watching. Joel Hizan, thank you very much. Salamat, brother. And to Daryl Piodos, watching from Bhutan City, Pilipinas, Mabuhay. Well, Dono Yates, we're back, brother. Now you can see the stats going in favor of the home team as we just looked at. But momentarily, we're going to return back to play. Well, there are your top scorers in the game. Nick Mayo is like a house on fire at the moment. He's the power forward center. Just such a versatile big. While Carlo Quinn, along with the likes. Well, he's got to step up. That's the big thing here tonight. He's got to make sure he has a good game. But, other scoring from Shinozuke Nagoro. And not to mention the likes of Ryosei Sasaki. But in my mind, Kiefer Ravenna has got to keep being the facilitator for this team. Well, Donna Yates, that's something we can pass on to the leadership. I can let them know, of course. Well, there you can see Kiefer Ravenna so far in this game. I mean, defensively, it's been a problem for San and NEOPHOENIX because they've tried to go with playing a lot of his own defense, which has given, in my mind, a lot of offensive rebounds away for that matter. But, one thing they got to do here tonight is to make sure they crash the rebounds, keep Hiroshima Dragonflies off getting any second chances. Just play together, play with some free fall. There you got Kerry Blackshear, Nick Mayo, and Dwayne Evans, probably three of the most dominant scorers you'll find here in the B-League. Well, they're on the road here tonight. Hiroshima Dragonflies, prior to this, the back-to-back games, the victories that they had against Sendai 89ers. Well, for the San and NEOPHOENIX, it was back-to-back losses against John Patrick's Chiba Jets. And as I mentioned, Dwayne Evans played for John Patrick in Germany in the Basketball Champions League back in 2017-18. Oh, Nicola Mangal. Did I say Kiefer? I meant to say 30. My apologies. Good thing I didn't say Bong Ravenna, their father. My apologies there. Well, trying to throw this one down low to the big man. Goes up at it. He's got to have a good game here. He started the first half in similar fashion. Carlo Quinn, he's got to make the paint his fortress. He's got to try and dominate down low. It's easier said than done. A 4-point lead here to the home side. Kerry Blackshear looking for something. Well, he can step out and hit 3 points, and that's what he's going to take. Doesn't get it. He struggled so far from the perimeter, but it's only a matter of time. If he keeps getting those looks, Kerry Blackshear will start to light it up. Oh, Quinn now trying to spin out. Good defense by Blackshear. And now Evans trying to push this. He loses control of it. No foul calls. Well, 30 now down the middle. 30 with a pump fake. Looking to kick this one out. They try another three. 3 is up. No good. But again, nobody going in for an offensive rebound. And that's something Atsushi Ono be disappointed. Transition 3 up. No good again. Blackshear Gets rejected. Well, just like the first half, I felt that was a good block by Kyle O'Quinn. Well, if you remember in the first half, Kyle O'Quinn has a similar block against Dwayne Evans. And I thought it was all ball, but let's have a look at the replay. There's the three-pointer. Blackshear gets the offensive rebound. Oh, that looks good, but it may be in defense for the referees making that decision. I think it is actually the right call because the contact on the ball is good. The problem is it's the contact from behind from Kyle O'Quinn moving into Kerry Blackshear, which I think is the problem. Well, Kyle O'Quinn, they're having a bit of friendly trash talk there with the Hiroshima Dragonflies bench. You like to see that, of course. Two teams, bit of friendly trash talk, few words. It's all good. It's all part of the game. These players, they have a lot of respect for each other, respect for the game, respect for the fans. That's what B-League basketball is all about. But more importantly, both these two teams want to win this one. Dragonflies want to maintain their dominance. Top of the conference, San and NEOPHOENIX, they need a response after back-to-back defeats against the Chiba Jets. Penetration now finds Ravenna beautifully, lays that one up. Well, 30 time. If he can get it going, it could be a big difference here for San and NEOPHOENIX. Well, Blackshear looking for a handoff. Well, he hasn't made a three tonight. I said so. I told you, ladies and gentlemen. What did I say? If he keeps getting those looks, Kerry Blackshear will light it up from the perimeter. Well, shout out to Daryl Piodos watching from Butuani, Pilipinas. There's a Quinn now. He's got to get out of the key. It's going to be a 3-second violation. Takes a tough fadeaway, and again, it's a poor shot. The follow-up, but 24 seconds. That goes in. That's going to be crazy, but 24-second violation. Good defense from the Dragonflies. Well, 7-point ball game here to Hiroshima. So, Adam Hamar, you think the block shot on Kerry Blackshear was clean? I definitely think the block was clean, but maybe there was a little bit too much contact. As you can see, O'Quinn was moving towards him from behind, and again, it's always a dubious one. Well, Blackshear's got the mismatch here. Tries to force his way in. Gets the M1. Well, Kerry Blackshear, arigato gozaimasu. Watashi no tomodachi. And Blackshear has a chance to put it back to a 10-point ball game. Well, it's simple basketball, pick and roll. Blackshear's got the mismatch, goes in, and finishes with the Iceman finger roll. We got a timeout now to San and NEOPHOENIX, as that Sushiano wants to talk it over with his players. Well, time for some fan shout-outs. Let us know, where are you watching? We know that we've got fans in South America, Europe, and Africa. Amazing that B-League is spreading its influence all over the globe, of course, becoming one of the top high-flying pro leagues. 3 conferences now here in the B-League, which is just phenomenal. Well, if you look at the B-League, as we mentioned, you got the West, the East, and the Central. San and NEOPHOENIX currently in the Central Conference with 11-15 record. And Hiroshima, probably the second best team in the B-League after the Chiba Jets. I mean, they are top of the Western Conference, followed up by Shimane, Susano Magic as well. They have a 21-5 record. I absolutely agree with Adam Hamar. You made a great point then. You've got that one exactly right. The block looked clean. It's just the contact from behind, I'm guessing. Because, look, you know, the referees have got a better view than us. We see here from this angle, and you're right. From the view, it really depends. But you are spot on with that one. The block was clean, but it was definitely the contact. Thank you very much, Darrell Piodos. Salamat kaibigan. Well, that is the head coach of the Hiroshima Dragonflies. Well, that is head coach Kyle Milling. Well, if you know anything about Kyle Milling, he had a wonderful career playing professional basketball in France. Moved to Japan only a few seasons ago. As Blackshear makes a three-point play. Well, Well, Ravenna now crossing over. Ravenna going all the way to Fangaro. Gets rejected. Good defense. And now Dwayne Evans can push. Evans left wide open. We get a switch on defense here. Looking for a handout. Finding HIROSHIMA. Blackshear's made one three-pointer down the middle. Throws it away. A very uncanny play there by Kerry Blackshear. And now Santa and NEOPHOENIX try to push. Goes up. And again, they don't get it. Well, Santa and NEOPHOENIX are trying to think that the basket should count because they felt the defense touch the backboard. And Dwayne Evans easily lays it up in transition. Well, Dwayne Evans going coast to coast on that one. Well, there's another quick three. Three is up, and again, no good. Well, Santa NEOPHOENIX, this is what we talk about, playing hero basketball. When they move the ball, they get a few passes. They play much better basketball. Blackshear doesn't get it. The rebound secured by O'Quinn. And O'Quinn looks to push this one. Back to O'Quinn now. O'Quinn's going to throw it down with one hand. And I think the frustration from Hiroshima Dragonflies, they felt there should have been a foul down the other end. But Kyle O'Quinn gets a dunk. 30 Ravenna gets the assist. It's back to a 10-point ball game. 11's now. Trying to force his way here. Gets a switch on defense. Got it by O'Quinn. Goes up. Evans looking like Magic Johnson. Follow up. Well, Ryo Sadohara will go to the free throw line. Trying to look like Magic there with the hook, but Sadohara. And that's 30 Ravenna getting caught out on the box out. Well, fans, again, let us know, where are you watching? 10-point ball game. We got a lot of San and NEOPHOENIX fans as Daniel Giddens comes back into the game here. Sadohara makes the first free throw. Well, also checking into the game is Ryota Hanzawa here for Sanen. And Sadohara makes both free throws now. Back to a 12-point ball game. Trying to get things going here on the offense. Another penetration now. Split the defense. Almost turning it over. Well, Giddens got to take a tough fadeaway. It's up. No good. Kerry Blackshear securing the rebound, but Blackshear throwing it away. Well, out of control on that one. A bit of a wasted opportunity there for Hiroshima Dragonflies. Quick three-pointer. Three is up. Three is good. Well, that looked like Reggie Miller in a Santa NEOPHOENIX jersey. Counted from downtown. Kazuki Hosokawa. Well, cuts it down to a 9-point ball game. Dragonflies, and there you can see Nick Mayo. Well, I thought Nick Mayo was going to throw that one down. And in the end, just goes for a simple layup. Beautiful ball movement from Hiroshima Dragonflies. Well, tries a quick give and go, but Daniel Giddens throws it away. It's another turnover. Well, coming into the game now, Isaiah Murphy, who's usually one of their top scorers, but probably just being rested for this game, is now Kyle O'Quinn. Also comes back into the game here for San N. I'm looking for a handoff now. Finding Atsuya Ota. Ota down the middle. Ota goes up. Tries to dish out the Mayo, but good interception by Kyle O'Quinn. San N now trying to push the momentum. Another three. Three is up. Again, no good. Blackshear with a rebound. Dragonflies now. Double-digit lead here. Total control of this game. Quiet third quarter for San N. Can the Dragonflies push forward? Blackshear. Mid-range. Nothing but net by Carey. Blackshear. Well, he is just going to work, the former Galatasaray player. Well, he is loving life here in Japan now. 13-point lead here to Hiroshima Dragonflies. Kyle O'Quinn for three. He'll take it. Why not? And big man for big man. And then you can see Kyle O'Quinn says to Blackshear, you got game, I've got better game. Black Shit now looking for a handoff. Ten-point lead. Well, traveling violation. Well, shout out to John Quirion from Oakland, Maine. Well, I actually went to university in South Portland as I went to Southern Maine Community College in Sopo. Well, that's definitely the right call. They're traveling violation against Naoto Tsuji. Just out of control going to the basket. Now Sanan here with a chance to try and cut this down to single digits. 30 Ravenna back into the game. Short break on the bench. Quinn now looking for a handoff. Gets this one. Back to the big man. One more kick out. 3. Corner. Takes it. Doesn't get it. Ravenna secures the offensive rebound. Sanan with another chance. Go for another 3. This time they get it. Big time three-pointer. And Sanan just don't give up. Morihisa Yamauchi. But they give up another M1. And it's sloppy defense as HIROSHIMA just punishes Sanan NEOPHOENIX. HIROSHIMA just went to a different speed, of course. It took 30 Ravenna with him. Well, HIROSHIMA currently at the free throw line. Youth prospect, of course. Very young player. Definitely an exciting player for the future of Japanese basketball. Very quiet now here at the free throw line. Makes the three-point play. Well, Godfrey Rosasena, excuse me. I apologize for pronouncing your name incorrectly. Shout out from Qatar. The post up by Okun. Final Ravenna. Good ball movement now. Well, lost control of the basketball. Goes out of bounds. Yeah, you can see the frustration. Well, Morihisa made a good drive to the basket, but Yamauchi-san just lost control of the rock. Good help side defense by Kerry Blackshear. Well, Adam Hamad, you're absolutely right, my friend. Sanan, the defense, just too many gaps, too many openings. Too many opportunities for the HIROSHIMA Dragonflies just to easily get to the bucket. HIROSHIMA coming off one screen with Mayo. Mayo looking for a handoff now. Giving this one up. Trying to find the big man under the basket. Good recovery defense. Blackshear spinning around all the way. Puts it up. Kerry Blackshear. Well, Sugoi by Kerry Blackshear-san. Sanan now. Trying to go for another spin out. There's a kick out. 10 the shot clock now. Ravenna spins around. Another kick out again. Another three-pointer. Can they get it? O'Quinn gets the offensive rebound. Goes up. No foul. And Kyle O'Quinn, too big, too strong, and just too good. Well, HIROSHIMA comes off the screen again. That's too easy. Too much time, too much space, and he punishes Sanan off the pick and roll. He comes up with a steal. HIROSHIMA show. Mayo, I'm not sure if that's gone out of bounds, and that's going to be possession back to the Dragonflies. Well, again, Basel fans just tuning in. Good defense by Yamauchi with a turnover. HIROSHIMA with a steal, but Mayo maybe just lost control of that one, but it's gone out of bounds. And again, it will go back to Dragonflies. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please let us know where you're watching. We have just under 350 people watching on the live stream. And who are you supporting? Well, Mayo's made a few threes. In and out, doesn't get it. 13-point lead now to the Dragonflies. Sanan NEOPHOENIX. Just over a minute to go here. They want to kind of cut this down here. The single digits going into the fourth quarter. Had a few good perimeter looks now. They go down low. There's a cross court. Ravenna, three, corner. Doesn't get it. Well, 30 Ravenna isn't the best three-point shooter. He's more of a slasher to the basket. Black shit down the middle. Goes. Oh my goodness! Magandagabi! Get out of my house! Are you serious? Well, anong oras na ngayon. It is Carlo Quinn. Get out of my house time. Magandang gabi. Good night. That is unbelievable. Carlo Quinn. Are you serious? Adam Hamar, I'm in London at the moment. There's a quick catch and shoot. The three is up. No good. O'Quinn, an offensive rebound. O'Quinn's got to go up with it. And the foul has been called against Mayo. So Quinn will go to the free throw line here for two shots. Adam Hamar, I agree with you. I should have said that. Holy block. But this guy, Carlo Quinn, too big, too strong. And if you can't stop him, you got to foul him. You got to hack the Quinn. Send him to the free throw line. Well, Carlo Quinn went to Norfolk State, was drafted by the Orlando Magic in the second round of the 2012 NBA draft. Played for the Orlando Magic, the New York Knicks, Indiana Pacers, and Philadelphia 76ers. Then he went to the EuroLeague to play for Fenerbahce and also played for Paris Basketball last season. So he is a primetime player. I am actually not Pinoy. I am from London. I'm British, but I love Pilipinas culture. Naglalaro ang Tagalog. Well, now this is interesting. Sanan going back to the zone defense. Will cause him a lot of problems in the first half. Well, Hiroshima Dragonflies just need to move the ball around, get some open looks. Having Kerry Blackshear in the high post. Mayo, there's a three. Three is up. Again, good rebound by Gideon. Maybe the zone's just paying off in that case. Corner, end of the corner. Three. Good night! Salamat! Arigato gozaimasu! But the assist coming from 30 Ravenna. Well, 30 Ravenna, Kaibigan, Salamakuya. Cutting it down to an 8-point ball game. Well, my apologies. The block shot was from Daniel Giddens. I thought it was Carlo Quinn, but the energy of this game, you got to love how Santa and NEOPHOENIX just keep battling back, of course. But at the end of the third quarter, I need some coffee. It's early here in the UK, but this is B.LEAGUE basketball. You got to love this. This is what they say in Japan. Sugoi. Amazing game. Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, where are you watching the game right now? We're currently here in Hiroshima at the Hiroshima Sun Plaza, 6,000 seat capacity. We're almost sold out here tonight. But this has just been one hell of a basketball game. I'm going to get you the live stats momentarily. Well, currently in this game, 30 Ravenna is near a double-double. He needs 2 points, 4 assists to get a double-double. Now, he's also got 5 rebounds, so potentially he's also 5 rebounds away from a potential triple-double, which is interesting. So Travis Heng Xin Chao Em Hue Hum, watching from Portland, Oregon. Vừa của anh là người Việt. Anh you Vietnam. So Travis, greetings to you, my friend Xin Chao. And shout out to Grayson watching from Baguio, Philippines. But look at the ball movement here. The assist coming from 30. Treble time. Ooh, nah. You got to love that one. Well, that's just a big-time three-pointer. Keeps his team in the game, of course. Well, it's going to be Dragonflies who get the first possession now. Well, good Bowman now. They're going to try and punish the zone. 3 is up, but again, the zone is actually paying off here. Well, thank you to Mark Harvey. Appreciate it a lot. Another 3 here. San N lighting it up from downtown. They are cooking it like Jolly B on the weekend. Well, who wants to make an order? San N now with 3 threes back-to-back. And all of a sudden now, it's a 5-point ball game. Staying in the 2-1-2 zone. Nick Mayo, high post, finding Dwayne Evans. Low post, Dwayne Evans. Are you serious? That is Uiana. What a shot by Dwayne Evans. One-handed. I mean, look at the dump down. Mayo with the high post. Low block there. Uiana, are you kidding me? Dwayne Evans. Back to a 7-point ball game. The foul is going to be called against number 15, Shinozuki Nagoro, which won't be too much concern here for Santa and NEOPHOENIX, but again, it's the fact that they've given away another run here. They got to be a little bit more smart when taking care of the basketball, especially on the defense. 8-point ball game again. Well, whole fourth quarter to go here. This could go down right to the wire, but San N, if you're going to play a zone defense, you got to take care of the boards. You got to make sure you don't leave anybody vulnerable at the back, especially with the size and physicality that Hiroshima Dragonflies have. Penetration goes in all the lane. Doesn't get it. No offensive rebound. Kick out now. Pump fake. Well, another three-pointer. 3 is up. No good. Another offensive rebound by Nick Mayo. Evans goes up with it. Pump face goes up. And Evans wants a offensive, well, he wants an M1, but he's not going to get that one. Good move. Well, Travis Hung banoiting wird. Ten-point lead now. Double digits here for the Golden Kings. San N, they get it back. But in the end, they just can't get over the final hurdle. Using the ball screen here from Giddens. 30, tries a 3, doesn't get it. Giddens offensive rebound. Pump it, goes up with it. Gets the M1. Well, Daniel Giddens, he will not be denied. Too big, too strong, and just too good. Well, Daniel Giddens started his university basketball at Ohio State with the Buckeyes, then went to Alabama and finished his NCAA at Vermont. Now, interesting enough, he started his pro basketball career in Sweden. Well, nice to meet you, Travis Heng. Bơ của anh là người Việt. Well, makes a 3-point play now, cutting it down to a 7-point ball game. 8 minutes to go here. San N refusing to throw the towel in. Staying in a 2-3 zone deep, well, 2-1-2 zone. Mayo, 3, punishes them. And Hiroshima Dragonflies continue to pile on the pressure from downtown. Well, Sid Alan Garcia watching from Angoncillo Bantangas. Well, Quinn now, pump fakes, turns it over. Well, they got numbers now, 4-on-1. Evans down the middle. He's going to go up, and he lays that one up. 12-point ball game. As Coach Atsushiano of San N, he's seen enough, and he's going to talk to his players. Well, we've got just under 400 people watching on the live stream. Make sure you subscribe to the B-League YouTube. Also give the B-League a follow on Twitter. But Quinn here, that's good defense, good reach from behind from Shogo Asayama, and he's going to finish the layup in transition. Well, there's some stats, of course, the scoring definitely going in favor. Well, it's a high-scoring performance of Nick Mayo. I mean, Nick Mayo is just a dominant basketball player. One of the best you'll find here in the B-League. A five-man who can definitely play a center role, but also can stretch out to the perimeter and play power forward due to the ability that he can shoot from the perimeter. But I got to tell you, who wants to see Ange Kwame in the B-League? Well, Yang's game, and they're playing a 2-1-2 zone at the moment, which is very interesting. So, defensively, the zone is working for making Hiroshima Dragonflies not get so many good looks to the perimeter. But the problem here for Sanen, when they go to a zone defense, they stick either Blackshear or, in this case, Nick Mayo at the high post and try to isolate Dwayne Evans. Or Sean Lin, Ni Hao Ma, or Aishua Zhongwen. Well, 12-point deficit now. Sanem, with just over 7 minutes to go, can try to get in this one. Step back now. Another three. Three is up. Three is good. And again, it's been the three-point shooting that's kept them in this game. Cutting it down now to a 9-point ball game. Kazuki Hosakawa-san. Matt, I agree with you. Kwame definitely is good enough. Mayo doesn't take the three-point out. There's a penetration. Good ball movement. You got to look in the corner. Three is up. Cash money. Making it rain here in the south of Japan. Hiroshima Dragonflies. Isaiah Hicks. Beautiful ball movement. Getting the three-point look in the corner. Well, Quinn now looking to take on Mayo. Goes up. That's going to be a traveling or jump ball violation. I think they're right. I think that should be a traveling violation, but they're going to go with the jump ball due to the way it was blocked. Amir making it rain. Chavesheli making it rain. Gashum, Yala. Well, there's a little floater, tries to go off the backboard. Quinn with the offensive rebound. Too big, too strong, and there you can see head coach at Sushiano once the and one. Sanan now keeping within distance, 10-point deficit. Evans with the ball in his hands. Foul is going to be called off the ball. I think they're going to call this one against Giddens. No, maybe not. Maybe this one's going to be called against Kazuki Hosakawa. Well, that's Giddens' fourth personal foul. It's only the second team foul here. Both these two teams, not too much. Almost got the interception now. There's the pump fake. One more pass. Good ball movement here from the Dragonflies. Evans looking for one more. Well, somebody's got to shoot it now. Isaiah Hicks made his last three. Another one doesn't get it. Quinn with the rebounds.
Wow. 広島2番浅山選手パスファウル2つ目チームファウルこのクォーター2つ目広島選手の交代3番辻直選手入ります広島選手の交代0番寺島亮選手入ります
Well, trailing by 10 points now. Under 6 minutes to go. Sanan not out of this, but they've got to make every possession count now. Quinn. Are you serious? Did he shoot the ball on the floor? Did he actually try to shoot the ball on the floor? That's incredible. Evans. Oh! Get out of here! Are you serious? Daniel Giddens. One more time. Well, Akosi, Daniel Giddens. This is my house, baby. Watashi no, yeah, you are not welcome. And it's a Kerry Blackshear now. There's a penetration down the middle. Another kick out. Blackshear. Someone's got to shoot it now. 1 second mid-range. End of the shot clock. Doesn't get it. Well, Quinn almost threw it away. Again, trailing by 10. Again, another chance to Sanen to maybe chip in. Contact goes up. Doesn't get the M1. But he'll go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. The foul is going to be called against Ryo Terashima. Well, hesitation, crossover, bit of contact, but he's got to make that one. If he makes that, he can potentially cut it down to a 7-point ball game, but he's got to step up and make the free throws now. Makes them both 8-point ball game. Sanen, again, trying to hang in there. Almost like the 10th round of a boxing match. With everything they got, all the might. Atsuya Ota checks into the game. Or anything just to give them some hope here. Staying in that 2-1-2 zone. Dwayne Evans now playing high post. This time, Kerry Blackshear the low block. Well, Blackshear wants the ball. Terashima, 3. Blackshear, rebound. Missed the putback. Gets the offensive rebound. And, you know, that is the price you pay. They took Kyle O'Quinn out. They took Daniel Giddens out for a breather. And that was a big, big error. Well, that was the price. You go to that zone defense. You leave yourself so vulnerable. Well, they got Terashima to take the shot. Well, that was Hicks in the corner. Isaiah Z-time. Just a quick release. Of course, beautiful shooting form. Simply unstoppable. Well, excuse me, Isaiah Murphy. That was my apologies. Well, we're going to begin now. 4:53 to go. And that was the cost here. You can see wasted no time to bring Kyle O'Quinn and Daniel Giddens back into this one. I mean, without O'Quinn and Giddens, now that Isaiah Murphy, I apologize for calling Isaiah Hicks twice. Murphy in the game has also caused a problem in the backcourt, but Ravenna in tries to throw the lob, and again, it was out of bounds, takes a deflection off of Terashima, so that's going to be possession back to Sanen on the baseline. Baseline now, finding Freddy Ravenna. Giddens giving this one up, trying to use a full screen. Well, it's going to be another foul here against Terashima. And that's the last foul here for the Dragonflies to give. No more fouls to give here. Well, Quinn now. Trying to get a high post up here again. So got to get something going. We're on 10 on the shot clock. Dump down onto the beautiful pass, and it's a beautiful play. Well, where was the defense? Completely fell asleep. As Ryusei Sasaki there with a finish. It's still an 8-point ball game. Can Sanan get a stop here? Murphy down the middle. Murphy goes up, doesn't finish it. Another offensive rebound. Blackshear. No foul calls. That's another big possession here for Sanan. Under 4 minutes to go here. Trailing by 8. Full screen back to Quinn. The big man's got to go up with it. Draws another foul. And he'll go back to the free throw line. The foul is on Dwayne Evans.
広島13番エヴァン選手パスファウル1つ目チームファウル3番失礼しました
You can see Dwayne Evans saying to the referee, that's a very interesting foul, but yeah, Dwayne Evans a little bit too slow on the help side there. That was a problem because he rotated just a split second too late. That's an interesting comparison. The Atlanta Hawks of the B-League. Just thinking about that a little bit. So Quinn now steps up for the first free throw. Misses the first one. The pressure just getting to him. And at this stage, every bucket counts here for Santa and NEOPHOENIX. Stepping up now for the next free throw. Missed them both. And how costly is that? That is a problem here. Santa NEOPHOENIX choking under intense pressure. Yo, you make those two free throws, 6-point ball game. Deep three, Blackshear nails it. That might well be Magandan Gabi. That's a huge three-pointer by Kerry Blackshear. Again, it's a question of why you play a zone defense, why you take those gambles. Finds O'Quinn now. Quinn, no charge called. Blocking foul, and the M1. Well, that's interesting. Blackshear, very perplexed by that decision. Let's have a look at the replay. There's the pick and pop there. That's a charge. That's an offensive foul. Well, that is an interesting one. Well, Quinn misses last free throws. He's got to step up, make this. Got to make it an 8-point ball game. Makes a 3-point play. 8-point ball game. 3:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Sanan still not out of this, but they need a stop on defense. Evans now patiently trying to build up. Murphy. Murphy is fouled by Ravenna. 13 foul. One last foul to give.
0番ラベナ選手パスファウル2つ目チームファウル3つ目
Isaiah Murphy just so explosive, but also can just shoot the ball so well from the perimeter. You know what, Hiroshima Dragonflies, they don't need to rush this. They just need to be patient. No need to take a bad shot here. Run the clock down. Hiroshima now putting the ball between his legs. Kicking this one out. Another 3-3 is up. And they can call foul against Blackshear this time for the push in the back against O'Quinn. So now it's interesting because Sanan trailing by 8 will get the ball back. Well, that was a 3-pointer. The 3 was up. The pick and pop. Well, 3 came. Well, because it's not a control foul, this is why it's bad, because it's not only the 4th personal foul for Blackshear. But I think it's, 2 free throws hit. Well, Quinn makes it. Big free throws for him now. Can cut it down to 6 points. 2:50 to go here. Santa NEOPHOENIX Currently 5th in the Central Division. Hiroshima Dragonflies, second best team here in the B-League. Top of the West. This is going to be a big, big free throw here. 2:50 to go, as you mentioned. He's got to make this one. Does just that. Potentially, 2-possession game here. Mr. Drit, Magandang Gabi. But Magandang Arao right now. Oh, we need SJ Bell and Hell in the building. Oh, big possession out here for the Dragonflies. Back to Evans. Evans had the mid-range. Penetration. Tries to dish out. Turns it over. Sanem with a steal. Still alive in this one. No more fouls to give. Dragonflies got to be disciplined. Tries to lob it again. They throw it away. Poor offense. Murphy's foul. That's the last team foul. Well, just when Sanen we're about to make a potential comeback, Kazuki Hosokawa just makes a very sloppy post pass. Well, we got a timeout. 2:16 to go. 6-point ball game to the Dragonflies. As Coach Milling, a former pro in France, also coached Limoges CSP, one of the top teams in the Pro A in France, but now here in the B-League, he's going to talk it over with his players. Well, again, let us know where you are watching. Again, if you saw the recent post pass by Hosokawa, that might be the dying factor here in this game. What not only, you're right there, Desna Draws, is that there was a mismatch, but the help side defense was coming for the double team. And that's what put the pressure on Hosokawa to make that pass. But again, you know, there needs to be a little bit more leadership here with Santa and NEOPHOENIX. Well, Megan plays Roblox. It's a little bit harsh, but, you know, pro basketball players will make mistakes from time to time. But, you know, it's a crucial mistake. But, again, it's not over now. Over 2 minutes to go here. 6-point ball game. Dragonflies. Any more fouls will send to the free throw line. Evans giving this one up now. Handoff. 3. Corner. Doesn't get it, but another offensive rebound. And that is what's going to kill Santa and NEOPHOENIX here in the final moments. They've got to take care of the rebounds. Backdoor, wide open, pump fake, reverse slam. Oh, baby! What a play! Are you serious? Naoto Tsuji. You got double pump fake, wrap round. Well, please show me the replay of that one again. That is unbelievable. Well, Hiroshima finds Tsuji under the basket. Wide open, double pump fake, wrap round, Ayasu Minasai. You know, technically the game isn't over, of course. I mean, it's looking doom and gloom for Sanem, but there's 1:51 to go. You're down by 8 points. All it means, you got to make every possession count on offense here, but you've also got to get a stop on defense. So one problem for San and NEOPHOENIX, they got no fouls to give. So defensively, they've got to be mentally, physically very disciplined. They can't afford to send HIROSHIMA Dragonflies to the free throw line. You get a three-pointer, you make it a 5-point ball game. You're still in it. Maybe 2 possessions. You get a 2-pointer, 6 points, it's still in there. But they've got to take care of the basketball. They've got to be clever here. And they're 140 to go now. Pick and roll play. But there again, almost turning it over. One more, keep it alive. Giddens now goes up. Giddens goes, doesn't get the foul. But again, it's plays like that from San and NEOPHOENIX. Rush plays there. Costly errors. Now it's looking near impossible here because they can't afford to foul. Black Sheet now get a handoff for HIROSHIMA. Tsuji now down the lane. Tsuji goes up. Tsuji has the foul, and he will go to the free throw line here for 2 shots.
3円29番細川パサル3つ目シュートモーション中のファウル広島にフリースロー2ショット
Well, it's a silly foul to give away, to say the least. Kazuki Hosokawa, the contact from behind. Just very costly play there because even if he misses that shot, which is more than likely he was going to because he would have had the help side defense of O'Quinn, San still would have had a chance. But now you give these free throws away, and now it's potentially going to be a double-digit lead here. And this is why it was so costly, that foul. Such a poor decision. But now it's Tsuji. I mean, he's been phenomenal in this game. He has just been a prime-time player, stepping up big time, especially when it counts. Tsuji, 13 points. Well, they got to go quick here. They got to get something. 9-point ball game. No time to waste it. Trying to go baseline. There's a rush 3. 3 is up. 3 way off the mark. No good. Rebound by Dwayne Evans.
Nice rebound.
Well, Grayson, thank you very much as well. What a game it's been. It's been close. Well, Tsuji, 3-pointer, takes it. Oh! Arigato gozaimasu. Watashi no namae wa Naoto Tsuji. What a 3-pointer. That might be all she wrote. O'Quinn thought about taking the 3-pointer. Remember, these two teams will play tomorrow. Let's get in. Corner double team. Finds 30, 33, doesn't get it. Well, to all of our fans in Ang Pilipinas, they will play tomorrow as San An will be here to take on against Hiroshima Dragonflies one more time. Well, thank you, Travis Hing. Thank you, everybody. And again, to all the B.LEAGUE fans, we'll see you tomorrow. What a game it will be. But for now, it is Hiroshima Dragonflies 93, San An NEOPHOENIX 81. It was close, but the team now will move up with a joint best record and still top of the Western Conference here in the B-League. What a game it was. Well, Dwayne Evans, 3rd season. Thank you very much, CJ Gan. Thank you as always. Salamat po, salamat kuya, salamat kaibigan. And I will continue to naglalaro ang Tagalog. Well, the fans now will get the appreciation from their team. What a performance it was. Donald Yates, hope you have a good time in Oregon. One of the most beautiful places in the United States of America. I visited Portland a very long time ago. Wonderful place. Hope you enjoy the game. These two will play tomorrow for more B-League basketball action. Well, Crystal Asyong, thank you very much. Thank you, Adam Hamama. Hungary, beautiful country. Very beautiful place to visit. I encourage anybody to visit there. Muting kalapati uena. Salamat, Mr. Drit. Kaibigan. And we're just going to hear now from some of the players and the coaches from the winning team here. Tradition here. That's what I love about the B-League. Fans speak openly. No, sorry. Players and coaches speak openly with the fans. And you got to love the way Japanese basketball, the professionalism of this league, and also with the national team. You got to think as well, it's going to be a big summer ahead for the 2023 FIBA World Cup. As both Gilas will host the United States of America. Japan also a co-host with Indonesia. It's going to be probably the best ever FIBA World Cup. Well, it looks like Kerry Blackshear Jr. may be about to pick up the MVP award for tonight. What a game it was, ladies and gentlemen. These two teams, they really just went at each other. Just unbelievable game of basketball. And Kerry Blackshear playing last season for Galatasaray. Well, thank you, Matt. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you guys ever want to talk international basketball, follow me at JoshBet1 on Twitter. Love B-League basketball. Love international basketball all over the world. Well, Blackshear leaving with the MVP award for his game. Phenomenal performance from Kerry Blackshear. Dwayne Evans as well. Well, it's going to be exciting when these two teams meet each other again tomorrow. Well, Salamatu Kia Diaz. They can see the away team showing respect. And this is what I love about B-League basketball. The fans, the players, so much respect and passion. Just a really nice, professional, competitive environment. Well, Naoto Tsuji getting the MVP Man of the Match award. 17 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Phenomenal performance from Naoto Tsuji. Sugoi Tsuji-san. Well, respect to Mr. Drit, and thank you to all the Pinoy viewers. Looking forward to, well, I think the PBA finals are on right now, actually. Bay Area. And there is the MVP award to Naoto Tsuji. Congratulations.
「さあそれでは素晴らしい活躍をしました本日のマン・オブ・ザ・マッチにかけました辻井直人選手です。
皆さん新年明けましておめでとうございます。
まずは新年のご挨拶からいただきましたが、今日の試合を振り返っていかがでしたか？
やっぱり相手チームがちょっと故障者とかそういう全員が揃ってない中で、やっぱりその残ってるメンバーがすごくアグレッシブにやってこられたので、やっぱり自分たちもなかなかこうリズムに乗りづらかったんですけど、やっぱりこうして今ホーム連勝中ということで皆さんの力を借りて今日も勝ち切ることができました。ありがとうございました。
Well, first thing he said was Happy New Year to all of the basketball fans here at the Hiroshima Sun Plaza Arena, 6,000 seats.
スリーポイント9分の4、44.4% の確率、そしてアシストも2ということで、
But also paying respect to San Anson. They didn't have a full roster of players, but respect for them as they did play very hard again, showing the admiration for the opponent.
皆さんに本当にいい姿を見せることができて本当に嬉しく思いますし、 なかなかこう夜遅い時間帯ですが、こうして皆さんが会場に足を運んでいただいたおかげで、いい結果が出せました。ただまだまだもっと皆さんの力が、必要です。今年もですね、たくさん友人、家族、知人親戚、あといとこまでどうかよろしくお願いします。
But also saying it was a hard game. San and NEOPHOENIX playing very hard, as we mentioned, without their full roster. But what Sujin said was thank you to the fans for helping them get to the final hurdle and winning this one.
今ホーム連勝中ということで、皆さん明日も来たら勝ち試合が見れるかもしれません。画面の向こうでも会場でも皆さんの力を貸してください。明日もよろしくお願いします。今日はありがとうございました。
And also saying, we need your energy, a message to the fans, acknowledging how great their support is, saying, please bring your family, friends, everyone possible to this arena. Well, here comes head coach Kyle Milling now here for the Hiroshima Dragonflies.
さあ、新年最初のホームゲーム、見事勝利を収めました。ご挨拶お願いします。
First of all, こんばんは、Dragonflies。明けましておめでとうございます。みんな、3、1、2、3、勝ちじゃけ。
ありがとうございます。新年が明けた気がしました。さあ、今日の試合振り返っていただいてよろしいでしょうか。
今日は difficult game, very difficult game. Sayan played very
Well, difficult in Japanese is Muzukashi, but he was saying is 1-2-3 victory to the home crowd.
Important was to get a win tonight.
そうです。本当に難しい試合だったなと思いますが、しっかり本当に序盤ですね、いいリズムが作れなかったんですが、本当にすべてはですね、やっぱり勝利が一番だと思います。本当に勝ててよかったなと思っています。
接戦を勝ち切ることができるその強さが、この連勝につながっていると思います。今日も2100名を超える広島ブースターが集まってくれました。その力も間違いなく伝わっていると思います。明日へつながるメッセージお願いします。
Yes, 聞いてくれてありがとう。ナテタシファンは最高です。応援お願いします。明日、ゲーム3時。明日
3時からです。
Hope to see you tomorrow as well. また金さよ。And we have new member to team.
新加入のメンバーが今日います。
三谷 UKJ。
三谷こと KJ です。三谷氏と
KJ。
みんなから KJ と呼ばれてます。
Coach Milling saying thank you to the fans and saying, you guys are awesome, you rule this team.
KJ is a young player from Hiroshima, who you may all know.
KJ 皆さん分かっている通りですね、広島出身の若いプレイヤーです。
He's been working really hard.
とてもハードワーカーで素晴らしい選
We're
手
all
だと思
really,
います。
really happy to have him here. And he has a very great future ahead of him if he keeps working hard.
本当にですね、ハードワーカーで、彼の、未来は本当に素晴らしいと思っていますので、これからも期待はしています。
And he's going to say a message to the fans too.
最後に一言、三谷から一言あります。
皆さん、新年明けましておめでとうございます。特別指定選手として広島に帰ってくることができました、筑波大学3年の三谷慶次郎です。短い期間でありますが、常に全力でプレーし、ハードに、プレーし続けて、チームの勝利に貢献するとともに、少しでも多くのことを、この広島で学んで大学に戻っていきたいと思っておりますので、ご声援のほどよろしくお願いします。
はい、ありがとうございます。素晴らしいご挨拶も、してくださいました。左慶次郎選手、そしてカエル・ミルグヘッドコーチでした。ありがとうございました。
Well, it started off very well, of course, but, you know, in the end, it was the perimeter shooting from Nick Mayo at the beginning of the game that caused a lot of problems for Santa NEOPHOENIX. Well, Quinn had some good moments in the first half, but it just wasn't enough, but... Well, there was the perimeter shooting from downtown. It caused a lot of problems. But it was when Santa NEOPHOENIX decided to play a zone defense that really just started to bring all the issues for them. And when you go to that zone defense, you just invite the other team to really, you know, greet themselves to a buffet in this game. Well, those kind of problems, of course, did start to pile up. Well, there was a deep three-pointer. The three was up. Well, Blackshear tried to give a go to the handoff, finding Mayo. Well, Kerry Blackshear was just unstoppable this game. There in the third quarter, see the spin-out move. 30 Ravenna. Again, doing what he does best. End of third quarter, the three-pointer. Gave him a little bit of hope, but just wasn't enough in the end. And there was that deep three-pointer. Again, I thought it was going to give them a... Well, Evans was just such a problem on the defense. And you can see how quickly Hiroshima Dragonflies just get out in transition. What's that kind of play, of course? It just causes all sorts of problems getting those open looks. And that was really the problem here for the Hiroshima Dragonflies. That was a beautiful pass down the lane, and again, trying to find those looks in and around the paint. Those high percentage looks is what's something. Look at the reverse play here by Suji-san. And there was a reverse layup, and that was almost a good night play, but Dwayne Evans kicking this one to Hiroshima. Pump fake, taking the three-pointer. Ayasu Minasai. When you're shaking and baking and drilling, you better be grilling from downtown. Well, that was the end of the game between these two teams. Kind of play between these two teams that kind of just set the tempo very early on. And that's how it ended. A victory for the Hiroshima. Well, Well, look at the stats from the game. Of course, the perimeter shooting was just phenomenal. 13 3-pointers, 41% from Hiroshima Dragonflies. Only, not one, I say only. Not even 25, still not bad. But it's the rebounds. The rebounds, only 6 offensive boards for San NEOPHOENIX. 39 to 31, but 12 offensive rebounds. You think about that's 24 points you potentially give away if you consider them all to be putbacks or second chance points. But that was the key difference in this game.